Orientation is locked. Rotate device bed. Okay. Real? Oh. Okay. I guess I have to go live this way. Sorry, you guys. Even though no one's here yet, I didn't realize they only allow you to go live, apparently vertically, on mobile. That's right, Tinkerbell. Okay, my dogs say hello. Shadow and Tinkerbell welcome you to the live. I guess I can put this Florida water back now because it shouldn't be in the way. Because before, when I was like flipping the camera horizontally, yeah, like you could totally see the bottle was in the way, which I don't want that to be in the way for you guys. But yeah, when I set this live, I set it to go live on mobile, and I didn't realize that meant they were only gonna allow me to do this vertically, so I'm just adjusting. We're just getting settled in. I'm also going to log in on my other account so I can see any comments that come in. That'll be a lot easier. We're just getting settled in. Oh, turn down that. I don't need to hear myself talk. But there we go. Okay, so I am logged in on my other account. No, I don't want to swipe up for the next stream because I want to watch me. I want to watch myself. Anyways, a few technical difficulties getting started there, but we're here. We're here now, you guys. We're here. All right. Anyways, aside from myself, because I'm the only one who's tuned into my own live right now, which I'm going to go ahead and give myself a little love there, I guess. Yeah, that's always helpful. It's good to have a little self-love. I also don't want to hit my microphone because I'm wearing one of those little lapel microphone pieces. So hello, and welcome to my live. A bit of a chaotic start there. Like I said, in the past, when I've gone live on like my mobile, it allowed me to do it horizontal, but I guess now you can only do it vertically in terms of the live, but we're here, we're getting started. Anyways, welcome. I am doing readings here tonight for you guys, so if you have a question, drop it down in the chat. I will be checking on my other device here, the chat, and answer questions as they come in. Otherwise, until people come in and ask any questions, I'm just going to do a general reading. So this is going to be up, of course, after the fact of people being here. So I'll do a general reading unless people jump in and ask questions of what they would like to know about. But otherwise, I welcome you guys here. And if I wind up resonating with you as a reader, my dogs keep chiming in too, so you may hear some barking in the background. I don't know if you can hear them, but to me, they're pretty loud, obviously, because they're in here. Otherwise, yeah, I'm just gonna check the chat here, see if anyone's asking anything. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I don't see anything as of the moment. Yeah, I know, my dogs are barking. I'm getting bark alerts now from my Furbo dog camera as well. Tell me something I don't know. I know they're barking. There's commotion happening outside. I see a comment coming in. Will William Gomez and I be together soon? All right, we're going to find out. I'm going to choose a different deck for that. I'm going to go with In My Feels. The other one is my autumn-themed Oracle deck. But I like going with In My Feels because this one obviously taps into the emotions of what could be going on in the situation. But every card also comes with a yes, no, or maybe message attached to it. So in terms of finding out a straight up yes or no for that question, we can find out straight away. So let's find out if you and Will be together soon. I saw something flip out and I did see the card, so I am going to take that one. I think it's going to be good news for you because I did see it briefly flip out. Let's see what we got here. All right, we got two. Yeah, that's a really good one. I'm going to get into this one first, which is not a bad one, but you have resilient, tough, endurance, maybe. So I feel like the journey that you've been on with Will, at least up to this point, there's probably been a lot of ups and downs. I don't know how long you've known him, but maybe you've known him for a while and you guys have kind of seen each other through thick and thin, through the good and the bad, and it's been a journey. But the good news is that there is passion there is excitement, and you do have a yes. So you guys will wind up getting together, which is definitely good news. All right, income generator. Is Jay the one? All right, let's see. Let's see if Jay is the one. We got a yes on Will there, which was good news. Let's see about Jay. We got one right off the bat. We have a maybe. So we have, I'm going to pull another one so we can get a little bit more context here. But we have quiet, subdue, and soft. So I feel like one of the reasons why a maybe is coming through is obviously, I feel like Jay is not necessarily being very vocal, not necessarily being very loud about their emotions and where they feel, where they're at, basically. So they might be kind of hard to read. I feel like they're someone who may kind of, like their feelings, I feel like their feelings are very deep in however it is that they feel in any situation. But because they're so deep, they're not the kind of person who carries their emotions around on their sleeve. It's definitely not obvious. So that's why we have a maybe coming through so far. But let's see if we can dig deeper here, get a little bit more context. Okay, that one just, flew right off. Okay, we have a yes card. Creative, visionary, gifted, prolific. So I feel like one of the reasons I almost kind of get like the quiet artist vibe in a sense from Jay, like their emotions run deep, and that probably a lot of their emotions are very reflective in whatever it is that they do creatively. It doesn't necessarily have to be art per se. It could be writing, it could be music, it could be a lot of different things, but whatever like their creative motive is, their creative preference of how they navigate life, basically, I feel like that's how they express a lot of their emotions, whether it's for the good or for the bad, or whether it's about you or other things going on in their life. But I definitely feel like they're a creative person. That's why it's just like you have to pay attention to what it is that they create, because what they create is the expression of themselves. But yes, they are the ones. So you guys are on the same page, which is good news. All right. So thank you, Jada, and thank you, Income Generator. I definitely appreciate you guys popping in and asking your questions. I hope that the answers were helpful for you. And yeah, just double checking the chat here. That's about it for right now. Cool. Otherwise, yeah. Oh, I think we got another one coming in. Oh, thank you. You're very welcome. So if I wind up resonating with you as a reader, you guys, the only thing that I'm kind of asking for in exchange of any kind of transaction right now is to give this video a like. It helps push it out there into the YouTube algorithm so more people can join in and ask questions and have a conversation here and participate. So give the video a like, and of course, if I do resonate with you as a reader, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all of those good things, because I definitely want to be able to welcome more people in and be able to take advantage of some of the fun that we're having here. So I definitely would appreciate that. Otherwise, if you're interested in getting a more in-depth reading or any of those kinds of things, my website is the place to go to for that, shadowandshine.com. And over there, you can get all kinds of different readings. I have everything ranging from like same day card pulls, which is like a super fast express in and out kind of drive through kind of order in a sense, or you can get anything all the way up to like a whole year-long prediction. Like there's everything. There's twin flame readings, spirit baby readings, career readings, and just general readings. So there's anything and everything there. There's guided meditations. I also create my own oracle decks. So the decks that I'm using today, like in my feels and my autumn theme deck here, they're both available for purchase on my website, as well as other oracle decks too. So you can find oracle decks, readings, a whole bunch of stuff, and there is my Patreon. So even if you're like, no, I'm not really interested in a reading or an oracle deck or anything like that, my Patreon is a really fun place too, because you can get daily card pulls there and weekly card pulls, and like I said, all kinds of fun and good stuff. So bottom line is, I just enjoy connecting with you guys and would love to be able to create more of a community here where we're all interacting and mingling and making good connections and friends, because it's like, life can be kind of lonely and isolating if we're not getting out there and connecting with people, right? So, yeah, there we go. All right, the chat is still pretty quiet for the time being, which is fine. If anyone comes in and asks a question, of course, like I said, they're more than welcome to. But in the meantime, I'm just going to do a general reading for the people who are here and anyone who decides to watch the playback of this live later on. So that way then everyone gets a little bit of a message. So let's pull some cards from Fallen for You. We'll see what's in store for this coming fall. And we have, oh, I love this. Crystals for fall, smoky quartz. I love when the crystal suggestion cards come through, because it's really Spirit's way of just kind of like nudging us in that direction of like, hey, this could help you out energetically in terms of whatever it is that you're going through in your life at this time. So here are some facts about smoky quartz. Number one, smoky quartz is connected to the root chakra. And the root chakra is, of course, is like otherwise known as the base chakra. It's the chakra that is connected to all of our basic necessities, basically. So food, clothing, shelter, just staying alive is what it comes down to. It's kind of hard to build anywhere from that point up if we are not even having those basic necessities met, right? So this will help you out with a lot of meeting those basic needs. It assists in stress relief, it's very cleansing, it's very grounding, and it will protect you. So if you're looking for a little bit of protection in a sense, like, let's say you're a single woman, it's late at night, you're leaving the store and you're walking to your car in your parking lot, and you want to make sure that you're safe and that you're sound, you're protected, you're not encountering any weirdos or anything like that. Carry around some of that smoky quartz. I have several pieces of smoky quartz sitting around here. I'll just put this here for right now so you guys can still see it. I have a really clear piece that almost looks like, just like regular clear quartz, but it's not. It's smoky quartz, and that's sitting over on my coffee table. But this one here, this one is a smoky quartz. It's very dark. It was mined right here in Colorado. I have quite a few that are like literally Colorado crystals because I live in Colorado and I love getting local crystals if I can. But this one is from like right here in Colorado, pretty dark. Anyways, let's see what else we need to know. So smoky quartz, if you don't have any, go get some. Smoky quartz typically isn't like that expensive. I mean, it depends on what it is that you're getting, where you're getting it, but get some smoky quartz. You can also get it in the form of like a bracelet or like a little gem on a ring or earrings or something like that. There's so many ways you can have it. So carry a little bit of that around with you and you'll be all good. All right, let's see what else we need to know. Oh, here we go. We got one. Awesome autumn equinox, which is not far away. We're only 3 days away from the autumn equinox on the 22nd, which is Sunday. Yes, Sunday. I was just like, what day is that again? Because tomorrow's the 20th. Saturday is the 21st. That's when I pick up my new phone because I did order the iPhone 16. Can you guys believe I'm still running on a 10? Like this right here that you guys are watching on, that is actually not a 10. This is a 10. So I'm watching my own live on my own phone. This is a 10. See, like look at how loved this phone case is here. Anyways, that is a 10, and what I'm using right now to record this live on is actually my iPod Touch, which is very handy. I really only use it just to record things, so it's very helpful. But that's on the 21st. The 22nd, because I knew I was getting my new phone on the 21st. The 22nd is when we have the autumn equinox, And it seems like it's going to be an awesome one. And the truth is, like, it can be. We are co-creators with the universe. We have a say. So if you want it to be an awesome autumn equinox, it definitely will be. And I believe we have a question that came in. Nettie, yes, you can definitely get a reading. That's what I'm here for. I'm just kind of doing a collective reading for the time being until people come in and ask questions. So if you have a question, feel free to drop it in the comments. My only ask in return for a reading is to give the video a thumbs up because it'll help bring in more people to this reading. And if I wind up resonating with you as a reader, to subscribe to my channel so you can come back for more readings in the future. But anyways, yeah, feel free to drop your comment down and I'll just, let's see. Yes, Nettie, I'm talking to you. That's who I'm talking to. A love reading. Okay, did you have a specific question in regarding love, or you just wanted to know general with love? Because if there's like a specific person you want to know about or a situation, like, I am more than willing to help you with that. I just wanted to know if there was a specific question. General. Okay, just a general love reading. Okay. What deck should I go with for that? Okay, I'm gonna pull out a love specific deck for that one then. Not that the other two can't do the trick, because they could. But, I mean, we want love specifically, we're gonna go love specifically. Alright, here we go. Put that to the side. Move these decks out of the way. And let's see what Nettie needs to know dealing with love. Let's see what comes through. Oh, okay, we got a flipper, which is so funny because I saw this one was at the bottom of the deck when I first pulled it out of the tin, so I guess this one was meant for you. Crushing on you, do you feel the same? So with this card coming through, I feel like either you are crushing on someone or someone is definitely crushing on you at this time. Let me pull some more cards for context. And I see we have another person coming in. Let's see. All right. I will get to your question next. Your name is kind of long, so let me finish up here with Nettie first, and then I'll get to the next person after Nettie. All right, we have another flipper. Infatuation Nation. So that kind of backs up like having a crush. When we have a crush on somebody, it's not love. That doesn't mean that it can't grow into love. That doesn't mean that it won't develop into love. It just means that it's either probably still pretty new, the situation, the connection is still pretty new, or you just simply don't know the person very well and they don't know you very well just yet. So definitely it seems like you or someone that you know is infatuated with you. Once again, take it where it resonates, take it where it applies. I'm digging for information here to see if it's more so you or the other person, but there's definitely some infatuation happening here, a crush happening here, which is all fun and good. It's all very sweet and innocent, but let's see where this is going to go. Let's see where this crush is going to go. Is this going to develop into more? Is this going to become a relationship? Is there going to be a date involved? Like, where are we going here with this crush? All right. Summer love. Okay, interesting. So we're just kind of leaving summer now. We're heading into fall. So my question for you, Nettie, here is there someone that you've been crushing on since the summer? Because I don't feel like this is in reference to summer coming up, because that's not for a while yet. We're not getting there for quite some time. We're just leaving summer. So I feel like there may be a crush, a love situation that's been happening since the summer. No? Huh. Well, if it's not you who's been crushing on someone, then maybe there's someone who has been crushing on you since the summer. You may not be aware of it you may not know that someone has feelings towards you, but it seems like somebody has been having feelings since the summer. Let me see. Let me ask specifically, has someone been crushing on Nettie since the summer? Has someone been crushing on Nettie since the summer? Let's get some context here. Oh, okay. Well, this may make a little bit more sense. So I feel like since the summer, it's been a player. We have player mode here, not ready to settle down. So I feel like the reason why this probably may not be registering for you is it's probably a player who has been interested in you since the summer. But you may not have noticed it because, once again, if we're dealing with someone who is a player, they probably have crushes on everyone. Is what it comes down to. Like, they have their eyes on you, but they also have their eyes on your neighbor and your coworker and the person you went to school with and like everyone under the sun. So that's probably why. And it's probably why this isn't either a deep love situation either, because they are just infatuated. They just want to play the field. But I do feel like they've had their eyes on you since the summer. Now, obviously, you have free agency here. You have free will. You can kind of make your own choices and do your own thing, of course. So you don't have to entertain this person at all if you don't want to. I personally wouldn't, especially if they are a player. But let me see if there's anything else you need to know, either dealing with the situation or if there's someone better than that coming up for you, because I mean, that's definitely not fun. Like, we don't want players lusting after us. All right, we got something. Is it a fairy tale or is it a nightmare? Okay, I definitely feel like we're still focused on this person. I don't know who this person is. Like I said, you may not even be aware of who this person is because I feel like they're the ones crushing on you here. But I feel like this message is coming through for a reason. So if you haven't been aware of them, they may start to make themselves aware to you, is what it comes down to. And I feel like Spirit is giving you a heads up here to be careful, because they very much so could be a player, and they may kind of come off as like presenting things as a fairy tale towards you, because players are very good with their words. They're very good with finesse. They're very good at, just being suave and sweet talking you, is what it comes down to. But don't get sucked in, because if you get sucked in, it's going to turn into a nightmare, because they love everybody. They love everybody. So I don't know if that helps very much, but that's kind of the rabbit hole that we're going down here and what's coming through. So, yeah. All right, let's see who is next. I don't know if, there's two more questions now that have come in. So let's see. I'm sorry if I slaughter your name. Para Majit Kurkai Manpreet. I like I said, I'm sorry if I'm slaughtering your name. But you're asking if Manpreet will approach you. Nettie, thank you. It did help. Have a great day. You're very welcome, Nettie. You have a good one too. Let's see. And then there's my husband who came in here. Good morning, ma'am. I want to discuss with you. Well, okay. Let me know what you want to discuss. Just drop it in the comments. And as for the person who wanted to know if Manpreet is going to approach, like I said, I'm so sorry. I'm not good with these names, obviously, but I'm going to answer your question. Like, I understand what you're asking. You're asking if one person's going to approach another. So I'm going to answer your question here. All right, so let me clear these cards out of the way here from Nettie's question. And I'm going to go back to In My Feels, because we have some yes, no, or maybe cards with this one. And we can get like a straight up yes or no, basically, if Manpreet is going to approach. I forget the name of the other person. Like I said, I'm so sorry if I'm slaughtering names, but I'm trying. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Okay. This is ouchy energy. So no, they're not. We got double no here. We have a double no. They're not going to approach, and I don't think that you want this person approaching the other person. I don't think you want that because one card says betrayed, bamboozled, fooled, and the other card says vengeful, spiteful, and malicious. So I don't think that anyone should be approaching anyone here in this situation. It's almost kind of like they need to go to their two separate corners. So no approaching needs to be made in this situation. And not only will they not approach, but I feel like they shouldn't approach because we got some toxic energy going on here with these two coming through bloop, right together. So I'm not sure what the situation is going on there, but the answer that is as crystal clear as can be in terms of a no. Okay, so I hope that helps. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't give you better news if that wasn't what you were looking for. Oh, you wanted to know if they were going to approach you. I see your second comment now. Well, once again, I mean, it still is a no that came through. It was still a double no. So I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know if you guys have been having some problems, some disagreements lately, but it seems like there's definitely dust in the air in your situation that is not settled. So no, they're not going to approach. And it sounds like even if they were, it would turn into like not a good situation, a toxic situation. It would kind of turn into a lot of arguing and fighting. So maybe the best thing to do right now would be to just kind of focus on yourself and focus on your own journey, focus on your own healing, and let them do their own thing. And when the time is right and when things are calm, then would be a good time to kind of like recommunicate. So that's kind of the best I have for you with that. Anyways, my husband, I know you came in here. You said you wanted to discuss something. I don't know if you're still here. I don't think you are now, but if you are, or if you come back, let me know. And I whatever it is you want to discuss, let me know. Whatever it is you want to discuss, hit me up. In the meantime, though, no other questions or comments coming in, so I'll go ahead and get started again with our collective energy for the fall. So there we go. So if you have a question, let me know. Drop it in the comments. If you don't, well, that already came through earlier when I was trying to do the collective reading before, so I'll just leave that there. We still have that awesome autumn equinox card coming through. Oh, and this one too. It was Smoky Quartz and Awesome Autumn Equinox. They were both on the bottom of the deck still, so I guess I didn't shuffle from the first time. So just to recap from earlier, we had Smoky Quartz come through in terms of our collective reading for the fall. The root chakra is what it's connected to. It'll assist you in terms of stress relief, cleansing, grounding, and protection. So this may be something that you may need coming up this fall. And that'll assist you in terms of having an awesome autumn equinox, which is something that we love, something that we definitely love. So that's kind of our start here for our fall reading. And the reason I'm doing this little fall collective reading while I'm waiting for people to come in and ask their questions, that's kind of for anyone who watches the playback of this. Because if someone watches the playback and they're like, oh, I missed it, but, is there any message for me? Then this is kind of open in general for whoever comes across it. Or if you are watching live and you just want to take in the messages for the collective reading, of course you're welcome to do that too. Take things with a grain of salt. So that's kind of about like not taking everything so seriously. Sometimes we just get easily offended and easily bent out of shape over things. And sometimes it really isn't as severe or serious as we think. It could be hormones, it could be a lot of different things. It could be that time of the month. My time of the month is creeping up, so that could even apply to me. Maybe I don't need to take things so seriously, but it's kind of like the whole message of learn to laugh some of your troubles off. Learn to just like roll with the punches. Like, especially, like, let's say someone says something to you that's not very nice, that's unkind. Unless this is someone who really carries some serious weight in your life, take it with a grain of salt. Consider the source. Consider the source. Like, is this someone that you really need to take genuine, solid advice from? If the answer is no, let it roll off your back. Don't worry about it. So try not to take life so seriously. Try and laugh a little bit more at your problems and your worries. I can't tell you guys how many times I have been through things and later on I look back and I'm like, wow, like that really was not as big of a deal as I thought it was. I just need to shake it off. Shake it off like Taylor Swift says. Just shake it off. Laugh it off. That's going to help bring a little bit more enjoyment into your life. Together forever as the seasons of life change. Aw, I love this. We have a sweet old couple in the fall, and they're just kind of embracing and going through life together. And it's funny because if you think about the course of the seasons, and if you correlate that to life in a sense, spring is like childhood. It's like when we're young adults. Summer is kind of like, could also be like young adult. And then when you're really starting to like step into your career or buy a house or build a family or any of those kinds of things. And then when you get into fall, it's like you're older, you're more mature. You're not old to the point where it's like you're in a nursing home or anything. You're still able to do things, but you're seasoned. You're seasoned in life. You've definitely seen some stuff. You've been through some stuff. You have some knowledge to share. And then by the time you get to winter, it's like you've basically lived your life. This is like, hey, you're in your 80s, you're in your 90s, whatever it is. Like you've seen it all, you've done it all. You're in the time of life where it's starting to come to a close, basically. So we have a couple here that maybe in their fall season of life, they've been together through it all. They've been together through thick and thin. And you could have someone in your life where you guys have been through all the seasons. You guys have been through the ups and the downs, the winters and the summers, the springs, the falls, and everything in between. So you may have someone that you're going through life with and experiencing fall with, and you guys you've had a long journey together. This could be a soul level connection, like a high level soulmate. It could be a twin flame, but there's definitely someone who is very important to you in your life that you're going to be experiencing fall with. Do some pumpkin picking and drink pumpkin spice lattes with and all that fun stuff. We also have harvesting the fruits of your labor. So this may be one of the reasons why this autumn winds up being pretty awesome. So throughout the summertime, springtime, earlier in the year, you guys may have been very, very busy, just like hard at work on your goals, on your dreams, on where you want to go in life, right? So this is probably going to look a little bit different for everybody. For some people, it could be hard at work on your relationship, for example. Hard at work when it comes to love. For others of you, it could be hard at work on the path to your career in terms of making money or getting a promotion or starting a business or any of those kinds of things. For others of you, it could be hard work towards paying off debt or saving up money, getting a house, having a baby. We all have different goals, right? We all have different goals and dreams. So this harvest could look a little bit different for everybody depending on what it is that you desire and what it is that you've been working hard towards. But I do feel like this is confirmation that Spirit sees you, Spirit recognizes you, and Spirit acknowledges, like, yes, you have been working your little booty off probably all year long. And you're going to start seeing some payoff, and that's going to make a pretty awesome autumn. All right, let's see what else we have. Let's see what else we have coming in. What else does the collective need to know at this time? Oh, all right, I'm going to take it because I saw it flip. It almost wanted to go back in, but I'm going to take it. Apple picking and picking options. So I feel like along with this harvest is going to come a lot of options and choices, because when we're working hard and we're hard at work working, and those things start to pay off, options start to open up to us, right? So let's say, and this could be the case for some people here, let's say one of your goals was to earn more money, right? You wanted to earn more money, you wanted to pay off debts, and you wanted to earn more money. So in earning more money, you're going to have more options open to you. You may have more options in terms of like housing, if you're looking for a particular house, a particular place you want to live. You may have more options when it comes down to like buying a car, or how you want to save, how you want to invest, just like where you want that to go in general. You like basically we could break it down as simple as this. If you have a $1 bill and you have a $20 bill, and I know both of those is not a lot of money, but you can definitely do a lot more even with $20 as you can with $1. Like $1 is not going to buy you a drink at Starbucks. $1 is, I don't know, $1 isn't going to get you anything except maybe 4 quarters. But with $20, you can go to Starbucks, and you can probably get a pastry to go along with that or whatever. You have options. You have options on what to do with that $20. So the point is, with this harvest, it's going to come a lot of different options for you guys. Now, I feel like there is a possibility where you may feel overwhelmed, because sometimes when we have too many options, it can feel very overwhelming, and it can be just like, I don't know what to choose. And there could even be the fear of making a mistake. Like, what if I choose the wrong thing? What if I make this choice and it's the wrong one and it goes to crap? And, you know, that could happen. I'm not going to say it's not, because it always can. That's always a possibility. But I feel like you guys need to remember that Spirit always has your back. And that even when we make wrong choices, because we all do, we all inevitably make wrong choices at one point or another. When we make a wrong decision, Spirit will always redirect our path. It'll take that mistake and it'll redirect us to get back onto the path that we're supposed to be on. Now, it may take us a little bit longer to get where we wanted to go because of that, but that doesn't mean we're not going to get there. So try not to be overwhelmed, and also trust yourself, because you may wind up making the right choice right off the bat immediately. So also have a little bit more faith in yourself, because that may not even happen. And you may know better than you even realize. Oh my goodness. Okay, that one just like landed right there on my arm. It's like, hello, look at my arm. Okay, so we have the World Wide Web. The World Wide Web. So that's the internet. That's connecting with people. That's communicating. So I definitely feel like during the fall, you're definitely going to be communicating with people a lot. You're going to be getting involved in your community. It could be your online community. So, if you're someone who creates content, for example, you could be heavily involved in creating content. And maybe that's somewhere where you're going to see the fruits of your labor basically come through. And that's going to make for an awesome autumn. Even if you don't create content, though, maybe you're a part of a Patreon membership. I have a Patreon membership, so if you guys are interested in joining my little world wide web on Patreon, you're welcome to join me there. So yeah, you could be involved with Patreon, you could be involved in Facebook groups. There's a whole bunch of different things that you could potentially be involved in. But this is definitely about networking and connecting with others. So I definitely feel like you're going to be doing that quite heavily, whether it be on personal terms or professional terms. Let's see, this one, candy corn, or candy corn, buy some candy corn. You know, it's really funny, you guys. I really only appreciate candy corn during the month of October. Like, I'll voluntarily eat it in October, but the rest of the year, it has zero appeal to me. So, I don't know. Is anyone else like that, or am I just weird? Maybe it's just me. Okay, so candy corny funny times. So that's about laughing. That's about laughter, which I feel like this pairs very nicely with take things with a grain of salt. Remember, you guys, I said try not to take life so seriously. So this could be a little reminder there, piggybacking on that, of like, yeah, you know, don't take life so seriously. Laugh a little. Laugh a little. Find some fun times, some funny times, some good jokes. All right. Let's see. What else do we need to know? And how long have I been on now? I don't even know. What time is it? It is 5:46. September. Oh, well, that's right now. It is September. Hello, September. I feel like this is definitely very aligned in the fact of just like right now, timing wise. I mean, my intention for this collective reading is to be for kind of all of fall overall, but fall does start in September. We have September, we have the autumn equinox. The autumn equinox comes up in September, so I feel like timing wise, this reading is very appropriate because I feel like it's starting now. It's like starting right now. We're not, like, granted, these things can leak over into October and into November, and that's all fine. But I definitely feel like in terms of timing, it is definitely tapping into the now. It starts now, is what it comes down to. It starts now. It starts now. This is not something that's like far off, happening in another month. This is something that's kicking off and happening now, and it'll probably carry through into the rest of fall, but it starts now. And it will go into October because we have Oktoberfest ovations. So this is a card of celebration. You know, Oktoberfest is meant to be a good time. It's supposed to be a time of you know, it's like the German tradition. And I feel like I should know more about this because I do have German in my heritage. But yeah, it's about celebration. It's about good times. It's about dancing. It's about music. It's about beer. Once again, I don't feel like I tap into my own heritage very much because I am not a beer drinker. I don't like beer. But if you do, this could be a sign to say, hey, bottoms up, right? But even if you're not a beer drinker, if you're like me, I feel like once again, it's still about celebration. It's still about good times. It could be about enjoying other drinks. It could be about having some wine. It could be about cracking open some champagne. But I definitely feel like it's about celebration. And I feel like what you guys are going to be celebrating, you're going to be celebrating with your person who has kind of been with you through thick and thin. You guys have been in one another's lives for a long time. You guys are going to be celebrating together the awesome autumn equinox because you're going to be bringing in a lot of blessings, a lot of the fruits of your labor being harvested. You're also going to be celebrating with other people here with that World Wide Web card because, like I said, I feel like you guys have a large community around you. So, you know, definitely in terms of community and connecting with others, a big celebration is a good way to do that. And also, you know, yeah, you're gonna have a lot of choices to make, but I feel like it's a good problem to have. Like, these are not gonna be like difficult choices. It could be like, hey, we have like 10 puppies for you to choose from. Which one do you want? And I mean, like, there's a problem I would love to have, because I'd be like, the problem would be like, I want all the dogs. Like, how can I only choose one, right? um, oh, okay, we have Turkey Lurkey, and then something else flipped out. I kind of missed, I missed what it was, so, okay. Confused in the Corn Maze and Turkey Lurkey. Okay, so Confused in the Corn Maze, I feel like you guys may have the tendency to get confused based on all of the options that are going to be coming your way coming up this fall. Like I said, you guys, do not get overwhelmed. Do not get confused. I feel like there's definitely going to be the opportunity for you to feel that confusion. So don't let yourself get there, because that's definitely not necessary. And we have Turkey Lurkey. So I feel like you guys have someone who's watching you, is what it comes down to. And I feel like this person is watching you on the World Wide Web. Because, I mean, this is the easiest way to lurk and to spy on people, is through the internet. You know, people do not have to creep like in the old days of, you know, literally getting in the car and driving by someone's house or something. All you have to do is hop on someone's profile and scroll. As long as you don't like anything going back like 5 years, you'll probably be just fine. But I definitely feel like you guys have a lurker. You guys have someone who is curious and checking you out. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to mean that this is something malicious. It could be someone who just admires you. It could be kind of like an awkward fan in a sense from the distance. It could be someone who maybe has a crush on you. And I feel like whoever this person is, like if it's a romantic thing, you're not interested in them because you have your forever person here. But doesn't mean it's romantic. I mean, it could be a friend, or like I said, like someone who admires you. Like it could be like, if you're a girl, it could be like another girl who just like admires you and is awkward or something. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a negative thing. Let me see if I can get anything else. I'm going to pull a few more cards here. It's 5:52. Of course, I am still taking personal questions. So if anyone does have a personal question, they are more than welcome to drop that in the chat and I will answer their questions. But I'm also going to finish this collective fall reading for anyone who just simply wants to see the fall reading or comes back and watches this later on the playback. We have family gatherings. So yeah, I feel like your fall is, like I said, it's going to be filled with people. You're going to have a very people-y fall. So if you're an introvert, I'm sorry to break that to you. You're definitely going to need some time to take for yourself and recharge during the fall. So we have family gatherings, World Wide Web, you and your person, Oktoberfest ovations. This is all a lot of opportunities to socialize. Now here's an interesting thing. With this card popping out right after Turkey Lurkey, like I was kind of thinking in the back of my head, like maybe the next card that comes out will tell us who Turkey Lurkey is. And with family gatherings coming through, I feel like your lurker could be a family member. It could be nosy Aunt Sally, or you know, your grandma or something like that. Like there's someone in your family who's nosy and checking you out, is what it comes down to. Like maybe they don't necessarily understand you and they're trying to figure you out, and they're like, well, this is a good way for me to see what they're doing without having to like bring anything up and get into an argument. You know, sometimes that happens. I can't tell you how many times, like, I know it's not a family member. I know it's not my mom, because my mom is like, she's not internet savvy. But I'm not kidding you guys. If not every day, it's at least every other day, there is someone in Glenview, Illinois who is always on my website. Because my website will tell me, it'll tell me where someone is viewing my website from. You know, what country, what state, what area, whatever it is. And every day like clockwork. It's always Glenview, Illinois. And I know it's somebody, I know it's got to be like a family friend or something like that. I know it's not an actual family member, but I have a lurker as well on the World Wide Web. Because it's literally every day. And it's always the same location. So it has to be the same person. There's no way that it's like tons of different people in Glenview, Illinois every single day. So shout out to my lurker, because I have one too. Whoa! Okay, this one definitely bounced out. I love this card. Adventure in the crisp air. So we have this girl who's out taking a hike. You know, it's very the hills are alive with the sound of fall foliage. And yeah, you may be doing that coming up this fall. You may be out and exploring and taking some hikes and doing some leaf peeping. I plan on doing this myself next week. I wanted to get out there and start a little bit earlier, but unfortunately I had to wait a little bit. My older dog, Shadow, he had surgery last week. He had a dental cleaning and he had 2 masses removed. And because of that, he's kind of had to rest. So, and thankfully, I got a very good report from the vet yesterday that his masses, they are not cancerous. So we're in the clear with that. That was very good news. I'm very grateful for that. But he has had to rest basically since last week for 10 to 14 days. So it'll be like, we'll reach the 10-day point this weekend, and it'll be like 14 days by like Wednesday of next week, which is great because after that, we're going to be doing this. We're going to be doing some leaf peeping and hiking in the mountains and checking out the fall foliage. I always recommend to people, if you happen to be in Colorado or you're passing through Colorado, I know Maroon Bells and Aspen is very popular, but it's also very crowded and chaotic to get to. But if you want to go somewhere else, I'll tell you my personal favorite place, and I will go there any time of the year. Doesn't have to be just for fall foliage, but Boreas Pass in Breckenridge, Colorado is absolutely beautiful. Me personally, it's a very spiritual place for me because I feel very connected to my dad when I'm there. My dad, he passed away when I was 13, and it was always his dream to move to Colorado and retire in Breckenridge, and unfortunately that never happened to him. So when I do go to Boreas Pass, I feel very, very deeply connected to him there. So that would be my recommendation, is if you happen to be in Colorado or you're passing through Colorado, check out Boreas Pass for leaf peeping. I promise you won't regret it. So let me pull one more card here for our fall collective reading. And if anyone has any questions they want to drop into the chat, they are more than welcome to, because I'm still taking personal questions for anyone who has a question for a reading they would like. Otherwise, let's see what this card says. Respecting ancestors. Oh, that is so weird, because I was literally just talking about my dad. It's like my dad just decided to pop into this reading and he's like, hi. So yeah, obviously that's one way that I am going to be respecting my ancestors is taking that little hike up to Boreas Pass and doing some leaf peeping and just feeling that connection with my dad. So that's for me. But everybody has their own way that they connect with their own ancestors. So I feel like you're definitely going to have the opportunity to do that coming up this fall. So, you know, depending on your family history and your traditions and your background and all that kind of stuff, you may be asking yourself over the fall, what are some things that I can do to feel more connected to my ancestors, whether they're ancestors that you actually know, who you were connected to, who have passed, or whether these are ancestors going back, you know, like hundreds, thousands of years. Of course, around Halloween, the veil is very thin during that time, so that's always a good time to do some serious connecting with people on the other side, so you may feel inspired and called to do that. But yeah, I love it when stuff like that happens. It's like, here I am just randomly talking about this topic, and then bam, the card comes out and confirms exactly what I'm saying. I'm like, thank you, card. So, anyways, that's basically our fall collective reading. Just kind of open for anybody and everybody. So, if these messages resonated for you, you can let me know in the comments. Take the things that make sense for you, of course, and leave behind the things that don't. Just let those things fly if it doesn't apply. But that's basically what I have for you guys in terms of a fall collective reading. And I know there were a few people in here earlier where I answered some of their questions, and that's why I do these lives. I come on here not just to sit here and do a collective reading, although of course if people just want to enjoy the collective reading, they are more than welcome to. But I also do these readings so that way then if people do have a personal question for their own life they want to have answered, I like to leave that door open in case people want to know. But otherwise, let's see, it is 6 o'clock. Or it's 6 o'clock Mountain Time at least. I mean, it could be some other time wherever you're at, depending on where you are and when you're watching this. Anyways, though, yeah, I've been on for almost an hour, and thankfully I did not get booted this time. I mean, I have no issues with YouTube. But before I wrap up this live, I gotta take a moment to vent to you guys about TikTok lives. Because TikTok hates me. like legit, they straight up hate me over there. First of all, anytime I post just like a regular video, we're not even talking about going live. We're just talking about a normal video. Anytime I post a normal video, they automatically tell me it is ineligible for the FYP. And their reasons make no sense. So I always have to submit an appeal every time I post. And it takes a little bit of time, but eventually they do wind up approving of my appeal and they let it go through the FYP. And eventually people see it and people get it, which is great. But it slows down my growth. It slows down that rate. It's suppression of speech, to be quite honest. And the same thing happened. I tried to go live last night on TikTok. I was like, I'm going to go live. I haven't done that in like a month because the last time I went live was like a month ago over there. And that live went totally fine. But this one did not go fine. Within the first 5 minutes, there were a lot of people that came in, and that was great. And then all of a sudden, I got a notification from TikTok, and they were like, oh, this is not eligible for the FYP. I'm like, are you serious? Like, even my live? You're going to do this to my live now? So all of the people stopped coming in because no one was seeing it on the FYP anymore. And so I've decided I'm no longer going live on YouTube because, or not YouTube, I'm on YouTube right now. I'm no longer going live on TikTok because I have no control over that. I have no way to appeal that during a live. Like, I can appeal just regular videos being posted, but I can't appeal a live when I'm live. That's right. And now Shadow is barking and he agrees. So I won't be going live there anymore, but I'm going to try and do more lives over here now because YouTube doesn't treat me that way. YouTube doesn't make my stuff ineligible. YouTube doesn't censor me or suppress me like they do over on TikTok. So that's very frustrating. So YouTube, this is my little love letter to you. Thank you. Thank you for letting me be here. Even if only like 2 people sit here and watch, I don't care. The point is that I'm able to be here and I'm able to talk without being suppressed, which is what I appreciate. Especially considering I'm not sharing anything weird or crazy or controversial. Like, I'm trying to help people is what I'm trying to do. I just want to connect with people, build community, that kind of thing, right? So anyways, yeah, that was the crazy TikTok story from last night. But I'll see about doing these more often. I definitely need to. I need to make my presence here on YouTube a little bit more known and get out of my toxic relationship with TikTok because that's how it feels. So anyways, yeah. So we'll see. Maybe I'll do this again sometime over the weekend. We'll see what's going on. I'm getting a new phone over the weekend, so that might be a good time to test things out with going live anyways. I'm finally upgrading this thing. I'm doing double duty here. I'm watching the chat on this phone, which is my iPhone 10, and I'm doing the live on my iPod, not iPod, yes, iPod. I almost said iPad, whatever. Doing the live on the iPod. So yeah, I'm finally upgrading my 10 to a 16. Anyways, I'm going to wrap this up, you guys. I appreciate you very much for hanging out here. If you watched the playback of this video, I hope you enjoyed it too. Before I wrap things up, just one more time before I go, give this video a big thumbs up because that definitely helps me out here on the YouTube algorithm. And if I wind up resonating with you as a reader, or you're just simply curious to see more of my content in general, subscribe, hit that notification bell. That definitely helps out a lot. Drop me a comment, all of those good things. You can head on over to my website, shadowandshine.com, if you are interested. Oh, hold on one second, I just need a drink. Ooh, sorry about that. My nose is also getting stuffy out of absolutely nowhere. I think it's just because it's like dry in here. I don't know. Anyways, shadowandshine.com, that is your one-stop shop for anything and everything, basically. You can find readings over there. You can find oracle decks over there. All kinds of good stuff. So if you're interested in like one of these oracle decks, we have Fallen for You, which is my autumn themed oracle deck. It is perfect for this time of the year. Shipping on any deck is 2 to 3 weeks. So if you're interested in any of these, especially the fall one, I would say get it now. This is In My Feels. This one is all about emotions. It's all about feelings. Let's see, this one, hold on, over to the side, is a love story. That one's also available on my website. And I know I didn't use this at all today during this live, but I'm going to pull it out and show it to you guys really quick just because it's the newest one. And there is Spirit Baby Sparkle for Spirit Baby readings. So, and this one's pretty massive. There's 100 cards in this deck. So, yeah, 100 cards in this deck. Spirit Baby Sparkle. And there's more. There's more than even just like these 4. Let's see. Oh, we have a person who came in. Let's see. A general reading. A general reading, please. Did you have a specific question at all? I was about to jump off, but I can definitely answer your question. But yeah, did you have a specific question or area of life when it comes to a general reading? So just so I know, because sometimes people want to know about love or their career or whatever the case may be. What awaits you this fall? All right, perfect. Well, then I will definitely dig into my fall oracle deck for that. Let me just move these guys out of the way so they're not blocking my space. All right. Move these guys. All right. Let's see. What is coming up for you this fall? We got one. We have Growing New Beginnings. So you're definitely going to have some new beginnings coming up for you this fall. Let's see what specifically those... Okay, we got something flipping out right there. Oh, Parade Performer. Interesting. Okay, this doesn't necessarily answer the new beginnings. We're going to revisit new beginnings. But as for Parade Performer, whenever this card comes out, it's usually referencing a person in your life who isn't who they say they are. That they are a parade performer in a sense. They're putting on a show. They're putting on an act. So those are two very different things, obviously. So I feel like we got kind of like two different messages coming in for you into one. So I'm gonna, let's see. I'm going to go back to the new beginnings for a moment so we can see what the new beginnings are in. And then we'll come back over here to the parade performer to see if we can get some more information on who this person is or what you may need to know dealing with that situation. Oh, okay. All right. So, okay, I feel like we're kind of going back to the parade performer here. Scary times in haunted houses. So yeah, I definitely feel like you're going to need to be on the lookout for someone who they probably don't have your best interests at heart here. I mean, this could be in your personal life, your professional life. Let me see if I can get any more context here since we really want to get into the parade performer thing. All right, who is this person? Ooh, Hayride with Bay. So I don't know what's happening necessarily here with your love life. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, yeah, yeah, it's your ex. It is your ex. That totally makes sense now because we have Hayride with Bay. I'm like, who is this person? Yep, Hayride with Bay. It is your ex. It is definitely, that's the confirmation right there. So they're definitely going to be trying to sneak back in. So you're currently single now. Okay. So I feel like during the fall, they're going to try and make a sneak back into your life. I mean, the fall is known for being cuffing season, obviously. So I feel like this person is going to try and sneak back in. They're probably going to want you back during the fall. They're probably thinking about Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas and all the holidays coming up. And they're probably like, oh, I don't want to be alone. I feel like they want to get back together with you because they want a warm body, not because they necessarily want to be with you. So they're definitely going to be laying it on thick, trying to get back into your good graces. Now let's see. Okay, that flipped out very fast. Barely did anything. Family gatherings. So family gatherings are going to be happening a lot during the fall. Let's see about these new beginnings. I'm really curious to know about the new beginnings, though. Like, give us something good here. All right, the new beginnings are starting now. They're starting in September. Because September is like more than halfway over at this point. What are these new beginnings? What are these new beginnings happening here? No way, divorce. Okay, well then I guess you're gonna want to stay that way. At least you have a heads up that they're probably gonna be trying to do some shady shit coming up this fall. All right, new beginnings. Maybe that's what part of the new beginning is just like you taking care of you in your singlehood. Oh, fated to fall in love. Well, maybe you won't stay single. There could be a second person coming in here, not your ex, like new love, a new person. So there could be a new person coming in with the new beginnings. Let's see if we can get any more information on the new person. Is there a new person coming in? Is there a new healthy love coming in? Not the ex. That could be another reason why we have that parade performer card coming in, because if you do meet someone else, if you do connect with someone else, and especially if it's a good relationship, if it's a healthy relationship, this is probably going to drive your ex absolutely nuts. And that's probably one of the reasons why they're going to be sniffing around. But let's see if we can get any information on the new person. Yeah, definitely jealous. I agree. They're definitely going to be jealous. Awesome autumn equinox. And the equinox is on Sunday. So, I mean, I feel like this new love here, this new person, they're coming in soon. I mean, we got September, we got awesome autumn equinox. They're coming soon. So, I don't know if you've been on like dating apps or maybe you've had friends trying to connect you with somebody new, but there is someone who's coming in if they haven't already. let's see. Apple picking and picking options. So I feel like you have a lot of options at your disposal right now because you are single. Like obviously you want nothing to do with the ex. Like done with that, right? So I feel like if anything, you have a lot of options when it comes to new love. And my dogs agree. They're talking in the background. Um, so I feel like you have a lot of options that you may have several suitors who may actually be interested in you. This is ironically like I know you kind of like just came in and everything, but a lot of this is very it's very similar to a lot of the collective reading that I was doing like just earlier that I just wrapped up. So you may be kind of like tapping into some of that collective energy. Obviously, this reading is definitely directed towards you. But yeah, so without a doubt, you're going to have a lot of options, a lot of suitors coming in. You're a hermit. I get that. Like, I'm quite a hermit myself. So a lot of the times I would ask the same thing, like, how would, something like this even happen? I work from home and I work for myself. So it's not like I'm out there socializing with people. So sometimes I don't know how those things happen either. But you got to think outside the box here. And that spirit may be moving and doing something behind the scenes that you're not even aware of. So I wouldn't necessarily, like, just because you're a hermit doesn't mean it's not going to happen. Cuffing season. I'm telling you, something's happening here. So I strongly do feel that new love is coming in for you this fall. Even if it doesn't happen necessarily in September or right on the autumn equinox, the autumn equinox may be the thing that kind of like breaks it open in a sense because it is going to be a new season. It could be opening things up kind of like from an astrological point of view, just to kind of allow there to be room for that to come in. But either way, I do feel like there's new love, healthy love, good love coming in during cuffing season. This is going to drive your ex absolutely mad. they're going to be bonkers. They're not going to be happy about that. So you may kind of have like this tug, push and pull between the new person and your ex, which is going to be a very interesting dynamic for sure. But I would say, hey, your ex is toxic. You know that you don't want to have anything to do with them. So I would say just stay your lane. Take care of you. When this new person comes in, you're going to know it. You're going to feel that connection. So enjoy it. Enjoy it. Let your ex fester. That's their problem, is what it comes down to. So, my dad in spirit for sure. Yeah, I get that. 1000%. So, yeah, I hope that helps. It sounds like a pretty exciting fall. I'll say that much. When my live is over, you may want to come back and watch the collective reading because a lot of these same kind of themes came up, especially like the autumn equinox, the picking options, the September card. Like a lot of these things kind of came through. That one was obviously more of a general reading, so I mean, it was kind of geared for anybody, but you could definitely take a lot of these same themes into what just came through for you. It's pretty interesting, but I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by. The only thing that I ask of people is if the reading resonates is to give the video a thumbs up on your way out. And if I resonated with you as a reader, to subscribe to my channel because I definitely plan on doing more of these lives more often. I've kind of been neglecting YouTube for a while when it comes to that. And I need to get back at it and make it more of a regular thing. And my dogs agree because they like barking in the background. Maybe they want to do a reading. Anyways, let's see. I'm gonna take a little sip here of my pump. Which one is this? It's the chai. Oh wait, what is this? Oh, low battery on my iPod. Well, then that's probably the signal that I need to wrap things up. So, yeah. So anyways, I've been on here for about an hour and 20 minutes or so. So I'm definitely going to wrap things up because my battery is running low as it is. And I was going to wrap things up soon anyways. But thank you for hanging out here. Like I said, personal readings, oracle decks that you can find all on shadowandshine.com. Also, I welcome you guys to check out my Patreon as well. Patreon is a really good place. There's free memberships there. So there's no obligation to become a paying member. You can join totally for free. But the paid levels do get daily card pulls, weekly card pulls, and other perks beyond that. So I just wanted to invite you guys to my Patreon really quick and my website in case you want to book a personal reading or check out an oracle deck or any of those things. But I will be around. Thank you so much for hanging out. Keep sparkling, you guys, and I will see you in the next one.